let me show y'all how I go about hiring, finding and hiring designers for my projects, or how this will probably be the last time, but maybe not. There's some people I want to collaborate with. But back in 2016, 2017, I was finding the developers for Verse, and that was 7 years ago on this platform. So freelancers, okay. Some people are, you know, there's a lot of people from Asia, India, but there are talent. There's talent there for sure. The first people to build my um, first app was an app studio in India, and I interviewed I think 86 people out of 100 something, and picked that one because I was I was gonna make sure I got the right one, and they did a good job. Uh, the name is Hiteshi. If you ever wanna um, have people build your apps, these people, this company is pretty good, not bad. All right, so how do I go about finding people? Well, so for me, I make sure I give enough information to designers and developers as I can. So my job posting is pretty simple. Um, it's a quick description, and then it's a link to a document. So you probably seen a document outlining some stuff here of the project, and it was this one, development help. All right, and I done this with Verse. This is a similar layout what I did with Verse. Verse was a lot prettier, a lot nicer, but I created a table, added screenshots, what's supposed to be on each screen. And I honestly I could have put more effort into this, even though new one I made, but I was okay. I was like, all right, this is solid. This is okay. I think they can understand enough. But if I were to do it again, I'll show y'all what I would do if I was doing it again. But yeah. So moving forward, I recommend instead of doing that way, you do like a slideshow, like how I did, right? Like the about. I did like a video walkthrough. I created a video walkthrough of my app here, which you probably already seen on YouTube. All right. I look mad funny. Looks quality's low, but yeah, I made a video walkthrough of the app explaining what it was and what it does, and basically that's kind of the wireframe for it. All right, so it's a video demo. Um, my app was already in App Store, so I gave my test credentials. This will be gone, so who knows? By the time you try it, it probably most likely won't work. Yeah, because we're about to wipe it. Um, so quick about technologies used, the links to this files, what each screen does, like an overview, the plans, if it's going to be like in-app purchases, subscriptions, notifications, some design notes, and other stuff. And then I just go into every screen and what it does, key features, breaking up into sections of my presentation. And I got good feedback. People said this looks self-explanatory. It was pretty good, and it could have been better. Like I could have outlined certain parts with like an arrow or something, or some kind of like a this shaped box on a section and explaining it, which I definitely would do if I was outsourcing an entire project. But because I know how to code and I know how to design enough, that probably won't happen unless it was like a project that I just wanted to be hands off on and just hire a developer. But I mean, I know how to code, so I wouldn't want to pay 5 to 10K on an app if I can build it myself. Maybe like collaborators on features, so that would probably the only time I would create a big document. But you can see here, yeah, I outline everything and the ideas I have, So these are the things I'm trying to improve right here. So just going into the details, and this was originally for developers, and I just changed a few things for the designer. So when it comes to the designers, I add other apps that I like. So links to my competitors, so they can kind of take a look at it. I go on Dribble and find apps, designs that I also like, and kind of communicate that to the designer. This is my first time hiring a designer. Usually when I work in agencies, I they have designers already working for them. So this one, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, Messiah. But something I should be doing, this guy right here, and I gave him, I hearted him right here because added to a favorite because this just stood out to me, and I'm probably gonna plan on working with him in the future. Just cause like he sent me um, like 2 free design ideas of my app. Like, hey, I picked 2 screens to like kind of show you what I can do, and I was like, whoa, okay, it's like that's fire. Like you can, because everyone's showing me their portfolios and stuff, but here's one person who actually took the time to like pick 2 screens and say, hey, this is what I could do for you, and it looked nice. It's not entirely. It look. The thing is, it looks like something I could do, but it's not something I could do. Like I would have never like thought of something like this for the UI, or this nice orange color. Like this looks nice. Even the color tint of like this paper, this off-white, beige, whatever going on in the background. But in terms of like the visual hierarchies, all that stuff, he basically took. I feel like he took my design and just made it pretty, like very nice, which is basically what I was looking for. But I'm trying to find a designer that can kind of make it feel new at the same time. So yeah, I look at people's portfolios. I skip all the web apps and UI UX designs of their websites. I'm looking for mobile. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm asking them like what their design process is. Some of them prefer hourly over fixed. I always prefer a fixed price. And some of them go by the number of screens they make. Dang, it's kind of getting loud in here. So yeah, I find a developer or a designer or a developer based on the portfolio and the things that ship. When it comes to the developers, let me see if I can find somebody. Yeah, actually, I'll use Veronica. And this is like free advertising. I'm sure they wouldn't mind. It's kind of public already, but Veronica is really great. I chatted with her. She's in my like top 3 considerations before I make my decision. But she has one thing that stood out for me with her is she has, out of everyone I interviewed, she had the paywall and the AI designs, right? So she does AI like UX designs for that like she does other stuff too, but that's her niche, and that stood out to me. I can't. The other ones aren't loading. Yeah, there we go. So they got she has this one. She goes about her design process and what she does, and that really stood out to me because this one felt like legit, you know what I mean? And she's very professional, so I also look for that. So that's why it's the right. I feel like she's one of the right people to trust with this project. The thing is, I like to collaborate with them. Like I just want to check in. I don't like micromanaging, but I just want to make sure the vision's on track. But yeah, look at their project, look at the problems they're trying to solve and things like that. If you have some of that already and you can give it to them, that's even better. That's the other video I'm about to upload. And she also like track like the engagement, like people were touching on the screen and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, this is someone who knows what they're doing, And again, I was like, this person's legit. So yeah. So he caught my eye because a lot of people, take the initiative to hit me up on Twitter and Instagram, and that's totally fine. I actually end up kind of interviewing those people first sometimes because they're kind of persistent. I'm like, all right, let me see what you can do. But this guy right here, Misao, the fact that he picked 2 screens and designed it, I was like, whoa, like here's a free sample. Like, okay, that's dope. So, and other people, like they have their stuff up there to show me Figmas, but I feel like there isn't enough. So I'm going to start looking for people like Veronica, or I might just work with Veronica all the time. And this guy, just have a different kind of designers, because different designers have different kind of styles and flows and knowledge and stuff and experience. So just like developers. But yeah, I need to build my team of freelancers for sure. But But that's what I kind of look for. I know this video was kind of longer than I thought, than you probably thought. The other option is, I forgot what it's called, but this guy on Twitter and YouTube, he basically set a contest. You could do it on Freelancer. You could set a contest and award designers like, hey, here's the higher the money, like the award for the contest, the better your design you'll get designs, because people will go hard for it. But you can basically set like a contest, and everyone will submit designs, and whoever you like, I don't know how it works. Maybe there's like a bracket or something, but you can pick and award them that money. So yeah, Veronica might be one, and there's another guy. Which one? I don't even know how to pronounce his name. It's funny, it's the people with the two best match that Upwork actually got right this time. And Verunder, I think his name is, also a really good one. Yeah. So that's how I go about looking for designers. But I will be studying UI UX and doing some work, so I can just give some stint to the designer and be like, hey, improve this. Or maybe they like to start from scratch. I don't know. All right, y'all. This video's getting long. That's all I got. I'm just sharing my thoughts on what I'm doing. Maybe one of these days I'll do a quick run through on my designs. Maybe I'll do that right now. I'm gonna cut this video off. If you see in the next video, that means I did it. All right.